Welcome to the Strange Motion Way podcast. I'm your host, Tim Strange. This is the week of the FM3 Cars and Cones charity road trip where we autocross, go to a bunch of cool shops. Yesterday, we did another podcast with the Optimus Search for the Ultimate Streetcar guys and ladies, and that was the kickoff and the sign-up for the road trip. But our first official stop is here in, where are we? Hoax Bluff, Alabama.
You got it, Hoax Bluff.
With one of our past Strange Motion Way podcast guests, Will Posey, our first stop. So thanks for letting us come by here. We're going to do this and put together a podcast, everybody we stop at this week, and grab some of our participants. But
awesome.
You kept coming up and it's like, this is the craziest group that you probably ever had as an open house through here. It's like, they have a lot of fun. They do games. They give a lot of merch and have a lot of fun. So,
well, first off, I want to thank Carrie and Jimmy for thinking of us and doing this. I'm sure you had something to do with it too.
Yeah,
Tim,
me and Carrie kind of sit together. It's like, whose friends' places do we want to go see this year?
So, I was just telling Chris and Eli and the guys at the shop that I think this is something that I need to start participating in every year.
Yeah.
You know, we try to do the power tour, and man, it's so many people, and this is kind of small, and it's, I don't know, it just feels
it's different. We get stuck doing the same events year after year.
Right.
And it's like, as I get older, it's like, that's what, when you're on the podcast, we ask what's your favorite event, which one you want to do. And it's like, I like to mix it up a little bit. I got a couple that I'm going to try to do next year that I've never done before.
Right.
So, yeah.
This one's definitely on my list to do in the future for sure. If I didn't have a group of high school kids coming on Wednesday, I would probably hop in the Porsche and just do the rest of it.
So you got kids coming by, like auto shop or something?
We do.
Show the kids the hot rods.
We do.
So,
we do. Yep. Yeah. I wish they could have come today.
Yeah.
And maybe swung by the same lot while y'all were autocrossing. But it just didn't work out. Probably been a little too much anyway.
So yeah, we're doing 2 stops on the autocross. We're using your lot that you guys do the grip autocross.
Yep.
So you do that monthly?
We do it monthly. We don't do it in the cold months. So December and January we don't. But in February we open it up and we do the School of Grip. So we offer a class for novices to come out and teach them how to autocross.
Yeah. They did a little class clinic today with Eric, and more people need to do that. They did that at one of the Holly events, and I think we need to do that like Sundays at Good Guys, because to get the beginners out, and it's like, hey, have a couple drivers stay, and then this is a non-competitive week, but you got second fast on the course today, so it's like you have to pay money to the Charity Cup if you're in the top 3, and it's like, who's number whatever, and it's like one of your grip guys won, and then you got second. It's like, oh, that was me, and you run a lot of events, and I see you on the car show side, of course, and you're a pretty good wheelman. Good wheelman.
I've only been autocrossing for about 3.5 years, and driving a car like that is it's really a gift. I mean, a lot of people don't have that gift, and they work a long time to get to that point. Yeah. And my dad raced, and I drag raced as a teenager. And so I don't know, I like going fast, but I tell you, autocross is hard.
Yeah, and the cars take a lot more abuse and the G-forces and stuff, and you got a pretty bare bones, pretty affordable car.
Very affordable.
It's a, what year vet?
It's an 88.
Yeah, still small block, fuel injected.
Yep.
A lot of suspension upgrades on it, but it's not a stupid money car.
Not really.
Well, those are pretty good out of the box. Yeah, they really are.
That's why I chose a C4. Number one, they're affordable. Number two, I love small block Chevrolets. And I wanted a car with independent rear suspension. Building the Rocket Camaro, when we went from a solid axle to an independent rear, it just really made a difference, and you can really feel the car a lot better. So that was my basis, and when I blew the L98 up, I called Blueprint, and they sent me a 400, and here we go.
Yeah, cool. So we want to thank Will Posey and the whole crew here at Big Oak in Hoax Bluff, Alabama. Oh, I'm a fan. Everybody knows I'm a builder. One of my favorite shops. And good friend here. So thanks again, man.
Thanks, Tim.
So here we are on stop. What stop is this, Carrie? Day 2.5, kind of. And we are in Leeds, Alabama. Tell everybody who you are. And like I said, we're in Leeds, Alabama.
Yep.
We're here at Boneyard Builds.
That's right. Yep. So I'm Chad Whitlock, and this is Boneyard Builds in Leeds, Alabama.
So say your name one more time for everybody.
Chad Whitlock.
So to my mind, that sounds like, remember the autocross story?
I do.
Chris Wheatcraft is an amazing autocross driver, and you were competing with that Mustang right over there at one of the events for Muscle Machine of the Year at the Good Guys, and you had to run a couple laps, and I'm like, talking you up, and it's going to be good, and then finally at the end of the day, and you go, man, I appreciate the effort or the confidence, but you go, you got me confused with somebody else.
Definitely not the fastest.
But it did ran good, but yeah.
Right.
But
the car was fine. It was, the car wasn't the problem.
It was. That was. I'll never forget that. It's pretty funny. So one of our last stops last year on this Cars and Cones trip, we went to Charlie's in Murfreesboro. Do you have anything in here for Charlie's right now? You do a lot of paint work for him.
I do. It's the '66 Chevy 2, Mr. Towns.
Cool. So yeah, it's cool how all these shops work together.
Absolutely.
So tell everybody real quick what you do here at Boneyard.
We do pretty much everything but interior. So Charlie actually did the metal fab on the roll cage and the wheel tubs in this Mustang. So we lean on him for those things, and he leans on us a little bit on the paint and body side.
He used to do paint work there, and he's like, I just got tired of dealing with it. The paint brand's changing everything, so
we've been cleaning for a week.
You guys are kind of known for. I mean, look at the black paint job over there.
Yeah,
you guys do great paint work.
I appreciate it. But yeah, we do some metal fab in house. We don't do roll cages or anything super expensive. And then we do obviously paint and body, mechanical, things like that.
So how many years have you been running your own car?
Generally 2 years.
Okay. Still kind of young at it.
Still kind of young at it. Still trying to figure it out.
How old are you now?
I'll be 42 this weekend.
He's a baby. He's a baby.
Yeah, hopefully.
So some of the shops we're stopping at this week are finishing a SEMA build. You're not are you taking anything that's already done to SEMA?
I'm flying out, but we're not taking anything.
That's the easiest way to do it.
No, I've never done it that way.
I'm flying out.
I've only been twice.
I'm flying
something both times.
Yeah, this will be my 27th time going to SEMA.
Okay.
Maybe more.
This will be my first time to go just for leisure.
So the secret when you don't take a car, you know what you do? No. You go out a few days early and go to the drag races. NHRA's in town for the weekend.
Nice.
That's where I'd be.
Nice.
Yeah.
When is it? The weekend before?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
2 days before SEMA starts.
I think we're flying out Tuesday. So.
Yeah, cool.
And then next year, hopefully, we've got a little F100 over here and then the Mustang. So hopefully, between the two, one or both will be ready.
Cool. So we usually interview our shop stops after our shenanigans. My wife has to leave a little bit early.
Right.
So you'll see the craziest tour stop that you've ever had through here. We was at Will Posey's, and he was just laughing last night. We get playing games, and they do donatable offenses, so it's awesome. It's pretty cool.
He called me earlier. He said it was a blast.
Yeah. So
and you're about to have a lot of fun, but you better have some parking.
Yeah. So we want to thank you for letting us in here. You know, not everybody. A couple shops were too busy in the area because they were finishing a SEMA build. A couple of them we're going to see yet this week, and it's always an honor to come into people's shops.
Man, it's an honor to have you guys in here.
Me and Carrie just treat it because we're selfish. It's like we want to call our buddies up and say, hey, can we bring by a bunch of people and maybe feed us? Absolutely. And I like to see everybody's shops. I like to see the flow. Everybody lays their shop out different. So
absolutely. I like the same.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, man.
Have a good time. Thank y'all.
Thank you. So here we coming from you Wednesday on the FM3 Cars and Cones Charity Autocross Road Trip. We get to do a whole lot of cool stuff on the trip. We go to racetracks, we go to museums, we autocross a couple times, beautiful scenic drives, and we get to go to race shops sometimes. So here we are with the one and only Steve Johnson, Pro Stock Motors. And the crowd goes! They would have cheered, but they left already, and we stayed to get you on here. So I'm going to say I'm a huge drag race fan. We have mutual friends, Larry Dixon. We just went to a concert with him and his wife. See you at the drags a lot. I've got to do some NHRA announcing, some sportsman stuff. So I've always been a super fan of Steve Johnson. Cool. So we cheer for you at the house when we're watching drag racing. Cool. So it's pretty cool to see this. And I appreciate this because you're kind of in here mostly by yourself, right? And my wife gives me a hard time. Why don't you put that wrench away? I work by myself in my shop. Well, that wrench, we're going to use that first thing in the morning. If I put that wrench back, that's 5 minutes and 5 more minutes in the morning when your time is at an essence and nobody's in here bothering your stuff. So we got to see, like my friend Rob Ida says, you decorate your shop with work.
Yeah.
You got motors apart here. You got your first billet block. You got your dyno back here. We've seen the chassis dynos over here. You got two builders, the rigs right there. It's really awesome. You have a launch pad out there. So tell us this is just a quick little thing as a thank you for being a stop on our thing. We're going to get him on our whole The Strange Motion Way podcast here eventually. So just give us a little feeder about being involved in Pro Stock Motorcycle and how many years have you been doing this?
Well, first of all, I got to tell you, my gal Emma has a 7-year-old, so we have a wellness center in the foyer. we should do a cutaway. That's what a 7-year-old loves, is a wellness center.
Yeah,
right?
if you go in my shop, you think there's a 7-year-old because of the amount of Hot Wheels, but nope, it's just my stuff. Yeah.
What was it? I already forgot the question.
How many years you been doing post-doc? Welcome to Steve Johnson. Yeah.
John Force is the only one that can.
This is the guy John Force learned his interview skills from.
I did a lot of Walmarts with John. John Force won't admit it, but I did a lot of Walmarts with him in the early days, with him with Castro in the 90s. Oh my God, I would set up with my motorcycle, have my reaction timer, and I thought I was the coolest person with a sponsor, Slick 50, and people would come ask me for my autograph, and then John Force would roll in there. I'm like, wow, John Force is here. And I thought it was cool, but he was probably hating it,
I did kind of maybe slightly different, but I did an appearance one time when I was on TV. They'd send me around places. And my wife's like, "You're doing an appearance with the Hulk this weekend." I'm thinking it's some guy in green paint. No, it's Lou Ferrigno. I got to hang out with Lou Ferrigno, so he's not really a John Force type guy, but somebody really famous.
Yeah.
And then here's the token car guy. So
Snap-on.
One more time on the question: how long have you been doing stock motorcycles?
I think it's we started first year was 87, so I think it's 30, 38, 39 years.
Are you the longest running competitor right now?
As far as I know we were first to 500 races. So if you go to all the NHRA races for the whole year and you do it for 38 years, you'll have 500 races too. So
it's just that simple.
Cruise. We've only missed 2 races. Well, now I think I've missed four races.
And back then, did they do pro stock motorcycle at every national?
No.
So they've always kind of scattered. And how many was on this season?
16.
Okay.
So it started out as 5, and then they liked us, and then they gave us a little more, and pretty soon it got up to whatever it was, and that they got happy with that. But I'll tell you, it can be a grind for sure, even with just 16 or 20 races, whatever we were doing at that time. But I will tell you, the only time we've ever missed a race is our engine blew up. We didn't have the resources to fix it, so we didn't go to I think it was Denver and Sonoma that year. So it was really painful. And then this year I decided not to go to Seattle and
So
Sonoma.
if any new kids are watching this video,
you can't quit. You can't give up. Yeah.
Racing might be expensive.
Yeah.
Might be expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive. But it's there's people in life. You will have people that always have more. There's a social media post. Everything was fine until this guy showed up, you know, and he comes in a fancy Corvette or something like that.
But some of them people, I build hot rods for a living, so you see some of these big shops and you're envious of their big dollars. And I've seen 30 of those come and go in the last 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So the staying power that you have is incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Because people come and go. I say you got a good friend, Larry Dixon. Have you ever rode in his 2-seater?
Best friend, yeah. I have not. I keep trying to grind him on the price, but it's.
I've tried to. Yeah.
John Vandermeer went the third. He went, and that was so neat. And my buddy Jeff Perella went. Nick went. Just a lot of people. He's done. It's such a beautiful thing, and I truly believe that it's going to be an NHRA at some point. It's a great marketing tool, but.
To listen to the Strange Motion Way podcast, look up the Larry Dixon. Episode 2, he talks about that car in depth. It's pretty good. So another thing I know you got some things to do here. We're just getting you real quick here. Talk about Batman.
Batman is a scholarship, and it stands for Be a Technician. So to promote skilled trades in the United States, we all have our different ways of doing that, but at the end of the day, skilled trades will never be replaced by AI. And I think the more that we can let young people know that not only is it fun, but it's a great career. You can raise a family, do lots of things. I was
you can do a lot of things with the
hands. Yeah. I was a technician on Jaguar and Rolls-Royce, factory trained on Jag, and then Corvette, and then I worked on my motorcycle in the garage under cloak and dagger, not letting anybody see anything. But that whole process of being a technician and learning how to break and fix and repair and do these things is a wonderful thing. So Snap-on and Wings and Warrior, Peak are 3 fantastic supporters. A friend of mine, the Take Two Services, Tim Fry in Los Angeles, he's coming on board. But at the end of the day, all kinds of scholarships are opportunities. And what young people and old people, when an opportunity shows up, most of the time you see it when it's gone. And so we try to let them recognize that the opportunity through schools, through tech, through automotive dealer associations, we let them know that our scholarship is at stevejohnsonracing.com. You go to scholarships, you look at Batman, it's really cool. Again, it's Be a Technician, it's for men or women. And women have won. There's lots of winners that you can see, but the core is 6 questions. And they answer the 6 questions. And when they're rock star questions, not just knucklehead answers, they become finalists. And my gal and I, Emma, we go through those, and the finalists have to submit a 1 minute, minute and a half video. So you really get to see the core of the student. And, you know, do they have a job? We really try to get students that are in school and working part-time. But you really get the emotion out of them. And we want a great brand, and we don't want posers. So then we go to the school, and we talk about marketing your brand after the diploma, which we engage everybody at, just doing better in the interview process. But then we announce the winner. And everybody's like, oh, I heard about that. And they're like, well, it's real. So we roll out a Snap-on toolbox and tools, and people at Peak give us.
So it's not only here's a plaque to hang on your wall. You get stuff to help make your living with when you're done with school.
It's funny you bring that up, because we have a plaque. I have a plaque that I put on my, you know, I have the tools that I first bought, and we make a plaque that you're a Batman winner. So we announce the winner, and they come up and we give them this plaque, and we're like, okay, and he's looking like,
that's it?
That's it. And everybody's like, oh, womp womp. And I say, yeah, that's it. And I send them back to his seat. You know, there's 400 people out there, and parents come too. So come back up here, and then we unveil it. But they get a check from Peak. Brian Brian Bolander and Mr. Hervis is the founder of Old World Industries. He's very, very passionate about skilled trades, same thing as I am. And he gives us a check for $1,500, so the students can buy an additional $1,500 worth of Snap-on tools. So it's nothing guarantees that they're going to be in this for the rest of their life, but we really think that this is a big help to the barrier of industry, going in with your own tools. We really look for ASE accredited students. The people from ASE, George Ahrens comes with us from the vice president of the, it's easy for you to say, the Education Foundation of ASE. So a lot of credibility, and then the instructors and the principals and the PR people and the superintendents and school districts really.
There's a lot of districts that don't have auto, like in high school. We're lucky, right by us, we're just south of Nashville. We got a big county auto program, and you know, the guys, the last teacher and the current teacher, they're hot rod people, and they're like, we're teaching these kids, and you kind of forget about some of these, especially the young high school kids. Yeah, there's farm kids in there that they can do anything because they're farm kids, you know. But he goes, some of these people, we have a basics class to teach them the difference between a regular and a Phillips screwdriver and what the slip joint pliers do. Some people, they've never had anybody teach them that. And for us, they're hands-on people. That's hard to imagine. Not only like, okay, you can change oil, you can put some brakes on stuff, but the tool that you need to do that, some of them you have to teach that. That, you know, everybody starts someplace.
And that's exactly right. One of the funniest stories, when I was embarrassed that I'm in a learning process. We do our own engines here, and I get some incredible advice. I have a great mentor, George Bryce, that helps. I have Austin Cole and Lee Schwartz and Bill Meropoulos, Chris McGahey. I have some really neat people, but I have my core guy, and I'm really excited about that. But my point to this story is Larry told me, you know, you don't have to be embarrassed about learning. Don Perdome didn't know how to adjust valves at some point. He learned from I think Keith Black.
Yeah.
You know, so
And
that's often
the snake called you kid too, right? He called everybody kid.
Yeah. Hey, kid, you know. I'm trying to tell you.
So I got a quick Don Perdome story. I probably told it 20 times on our podcast. I did a 32 Ford restoration for a guy that was a friend of the snake. And he was the one that helped him find all of his transporters before the movie, all that. Big story.
Was it Tom?
Ralph Whitworth.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm delivering the car to Southern California, and he's like, oh, snake's coming by. And at that time, I didn't know. I was like, so there's more than one snake out there. But in my mind, there's only one snake, right? And here comes this Porsche SUV down the driveway, and I look at it. It's Don Perdome, right? And I had trouble with the car running. Ended up being like the float stuck in this old flathead motor from the the car was built hot rod in the 40s. But anyway, he gets out and got some trouble there, kid. He says, got a screwdriver? And I'm thinking, I'm going to learn this amazing screwdriver. And he taps on it with the handle, and then it worked. And then hung out with him in the garage all afternoon with that client. And I go, you know, the snake was it to me. Like snake toys, Hot Wheels, it was just it when I was a kid. I still like snake. And I go, you look kind of familiar. And he goes, I get that kid, you know, with his toothpick. And I go, you some kind of stock car racer? And he looked at me like, you know who I am. You know, that's the snake, right? The coolest guy on the planet. If you don't believe me, just ask him.
Yeah, Larry and I would, we'd go to dinner with him. And back when it came to time to pay, all we had to do is ask him, Snake, tell me what you, I remember I'd always say, and it was an expensive dinner, I'd say, Snake, what was it like when, after you did the burnout, and then you were backing up, what were you thinking about? And he'd say, let me tell you, kid, I would push those gloves into my hand when I'm backing up, and I just think how I'm going to tear it. And he'd go into this whole Don Perdome kind of thing, and then the check would come, and he'd pay. But it was Don Perdome, so it was a cool story.
Yeah.
It was very, you know, we used to ride bicycles by his house, and I remember him painting his garage door one day. This is a million years ago, but it's like, that's Don Perdome. It's like, yeah, he's painting his garage.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Larry goes to work for him. So started off. But that's the progression. That's what Batman stands for. That's what the charity that you guys support, Jimmy Day and Cars and Cones, all these things, to have gratitude in your heart. Mm-hmm. You know, there's people that we don't even have fuel injection. We've got carburetors and MSD. But if you don't have enough gratitude in your heart to be happy with what you have, health and all the things, then how do you go forward? And I think that's what's beautiful about having a mentor. You can learn and be grateful for all of those things, and then look at maybe helping somebody else. It just passes that. The angels above are just God, and everybody is like, yes, you're learning. So
that's a question that just pops into my head because my head just goes crazy. That's why I think we're kind of a little from the same cloth here. So mentorship and stuff, do you have any young rider that you're looking at that, like, maybe this guy, when I'm ready to step out, this will be my rider, and then maybe someday they'll take over this thing? Yeah. Have you ever thought about that?
I absolutely do, more and more as I keep getting older. These students now, these kids, these young adults are so smart, and they're so talented. There's some real jackwagons for sure, but man, you can, if you
word for the day, jackwagon.
If you can dig a little bit, and kind of like our scholarship, you know, don't just hand it out, just find. There are some incredible young people. Our society is growing some fantastic people. You can find them anywhere. Drag strip is probably the best place to see it, but I think about it, and at the same time, this is an overshare, but when all of that caring, and you're looking at the student and everything, and you always look to the right or the left, and you see if the dad's got enough money to pay for it. Because that's what motorsports is about these days. It's like, he sucks as a driver, but I can pay.
Unfortunately, you see that, then you see, you know, sometimes the right guy gets some backing and goes, ends up in NASCAR or fuel or, you know, pro stock motorcycle or whatever. So at
the end of the day, you wouldn't have to bring money if you have enough game, and you're marketable, we can put a team behind that. And a team, I mean, not only make the motorcycle fast, but create a marketing plan behind it. And anytime you can use motorsports to promote a brand, a service, a product, is a niche that we have, and all of motorsports has. And I think we can. I'm learning from smart people, and I've learned from smart people, John Asher. So I think we can cash in on that, and we can.
See, we have kids too. We don't have kids, so we sponsor BMX racing kids.
Oh, wow!
So we've been doing that for 25 years. We've had BMX kids that we sponsor.
Wow.
So the promotions and the marketing and all that, and the oil companies, and we do all that too. So
yeah, they go up over the jump, and then they get off the bike, and then they whip it around.
No, we just do racing. So jump. She flipped.
But those guys can do that.
We both race still, and last year she had 4 pelvic fractures and 3 ribs and a finger. So
wow.
yeah. So we still do it. We just don't leave the ground. We tell our BMX kids, why won't you jump that? We're scared of heights.
Well, on the polar opposite of that, our pro stock motorcycles have 400 horsepower. They have about 350, 340 to the rear tire. When they leave the starting line at 8 to 10,000 RPM, you pop the clutch, the front wheel's in the air. It's all the way in the air through second, third gear. The only way you can steer, you can't steer with the handlebars because the front tire's not on the ground. So you steer with your feet. The shift light's coming on every second. You're up to pushing the button. You can't miss a shift. It'll go into the rev limiter. By half track, you're going 162 miles an hour.
White knuckle ride, as they say, right?
4.3 seconds. You go through the finish line at 6.7, just around 200 miles an hour. And when hanging on is an important part, and it's one of the rules. So you have to be on the bike when it crosses the finish line. You go to the end, and stopping is sometimes the most exciting part. So. Pro stock motorcycles are a lot of fun. That
always blows my mind. I've been on the top end with Brian Loans before doing some announcing stuff, and watching the pro stock motorcycles slow down, they just don't have a chute like everybody else does.
Yeah, we were just at a racetrack, and there were some bumps, and it gets you get into this tank slapper thing. So it's a lot. I get into trouble. I'm saying this more and more as I get closer and closer to retirement, but. I personally think that pro stock motorcycles are the hardest vehicle to ride perfectly, to negotiate through the quarter of a mile perfectly at the drag strip. So there's just so much going on. You have to throw your body your body is part of the finished product or the beginning product. And in a car, you're usually strapped in and you're not doing anything. So a lot of that goes into it, and you have to still cut a reaction time while you're trying to throw your body forward. So that's just in the first half a second.
So wrapping this up real quick. How many Wallies do you have?
We have, I'm closing in on Force. I'm closing in. I've got 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Closing in on Greg Anderson.
So just like add a 0? Sorry, but yeah, almost.
Dixon has 80. I think Larry Dixon has, I think, 85. George Bryce has about 80-something. And a crazy unknown fact, Austin Coyle, I think, has, oh my gosh, he has 80 or something like that.
I don't have one.
Same number as traps. If you don't know what a trap is, you can look it up. But on an aircraft carrier, the guy that does the Darton sleeves, he was an aircraft guy, and he has the same amount of traps that's landing on a aircraft carrier as John Force does trophies.
Oh, wow.
So landing on an aircraft carrier is pretty cool, but so are Wallies.
Yeah. And you've got some in here, they're scattered around like Easter eggs. You've got 2 that you explained to us.
Yeah, I leave them there on the shelf. They're in my engine room. My engine room is the smallest room. My engine assembly room is the smallest room in the shop, and under this 700,000 square foot facility with 400 employees, I spend the most amount of time in that room. And I have those 2 trophies there, and they're back to back.
All the employees are currently at lunch. That's why we recorded it when it was nice and quiet in here. And you have
that payroll is brutal.
2 U.S. nationals.
Yeah, 05, where we won that one. On Monday, but we didn't get the trophy until Wednesday, and then we won again in 08.
So drag race question, 1 of 2. What means more, a championship or a U.S. nationals?
Oh, wow.
That's a hard question for drag racers, isn't it? Because U.S. Nationals is like, it's the U.S. Nationals.
Yeah, I think I'd still like to have a championship. Matt Smith has 6, and Andrew Hines has got 6, and John Myers. There's a picture of John, Dave Schultz, all these, Dale Earnhardt, Logano. All these people have multiple championships, and some people just have 1. So Hector Arana.
But there's a lot of people in drag racing history. A lot of people have this and that, and they have an asterisk because they didn't have a U.S. Nationals.
Oh, yeah.
Ron Capps, I'm a fan of Ron Capps. I know him a little bit, and he goes, "You're not a drag racer until you win the U.S. Nationals, and you have 2 of them."
So, oh well, so. I don't know. Ron's. I used to give people unsolicited advice. Ron Capps' story is he always used to. Everybody says your sponsor name. He would say Brute so fast. The Brute Chevy really ran a good day. I'm like, Ron, out of all the names that you would want people to remember, Brute would be the most important.
Yeah.
And you say it the fastest. And he was so humble about it. He says, "Wow,
and you've got to remember to treat your sponsors. We tell our BMX kids that. Don't stand on the podium or cross your arms covering your jersey.
Yeah.
Covering your sponsors. Get your name out there. And I do a lot of stuff with Flow Racing for BMX stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, thank your sponsors, because they always forget to thank their sponsors, because they're kids, so they're still learning.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap this up. We want to thank Steve Johnson for letting us in here today and sitting down. Hopefully we'll get a hold of you and you can be a full Let It Go Wild, how many hours it takes guest on our Strange Motion Way podcast. Tell everybody again where they can find you on social media, your website, and where to follow up for the scholarship.
Social media, Facebook, Steve Johnson Racing. Please join. It's really fun stuff. I've got a professional that does it. And I guess Instagram, Steve Johnson Racing, I think. And Twitter, same thing. So maybe Twitter's.
Do you have a TikTok page where you do TikTok dances?
I do not.
You might need to do that.
I do not do TikTok, although I'm learning. But the main thing is stevejohnsonracing.com is the website, and then you can go to scholarships, tell some friends, tell some kids, whatever it is. But the end of the takeaway, be grateful, be happy for what you have.
He always has the biggest smile at the track. Even if he red lights in round 1, he still has mostly a smile. No, maybe not on round 1, huh?
Yeah, no.
But I've always cheered for Steve Johnson. If you need somebody to cheer for in the Pro Stock Motorcycle, cheer for this guy. Stop by his pit at the drags. Every ticket's a pit pass at the drag races. Buy some merch from him. That goes a long way. So thank you, man. Yeah, always a fan. And keep killing it, man. So here we are on our Thursday night shop tour stop. Where were we today, Carrie? Talladega and the International Motorsports Hall of Fame Museum. I've never done that. It was pretty incredible. Interviewed a whole bunch of people there while we were there. And tonight we are at Vini's Hot Rods. We're still by Birmingham. What actually town are you guys?
This is technically Alabaster.
We have Vini.
Eden.
The boss. The janitor here at Vini's Hot Rods. How long you been running Vini's Hot Rods?
It's been 20 years. Close to 20 years at this point.
Have you been in this location most of the time?
No, we've been here for, that's kind of hard now. I'm so bad at the date thing. We've been here probably for, I was going to say 16 or 17 years.
I've never been here. I've been to a lot of my buddies' shops, so I was excited. Me and Carrie, when we lay this trip out, we do it selfish. It's like, which one of our buddies do we want to go, and who do you think will feed us? So that's what it is. But I was pretty excited. We thank you again. There's a car right over there behind the camera that the cover stayed on all night. You're debuting it at SEMA. Everybody else that we've been to this week, or their SEMA cars were already been shown for the year. And another shop we wanted to go to, they tapped out. It's like, we just got too much. They didn't want to clean their shop, basically. Does your shop, the boys keep it this clean?
Yes.
Do they really?
I would love to be maybe a smartass right now.
That's
and say
pretty
no,
impressive.
But
Yes.
Vinny is a total neat freak.
Yeah?
And it's one of my favorite qualities about him, I won't lie.
Yeah.
So like
It really is.
No lie, it really is 95% this clean. It is.
And it's impressive because in a SEMA thrash, the toolbox is like, you have every tool out and you still don't have the tool. So allegedly we did some games and we had some whipped cream going on. Another game we had wieners being tossed and wiener juice everywhere. Was he cringing a little bit, like he's gonna have to mop the floor where the wiener juice was?
Oh, I was standing behind him. I'm like, I can see the tense shoulders. No, there's a mess. Don't worry, I have the video.
We cleaned up good though.
I am that way.
Did you think any of this was gonna happen when you said yes, you can do an open house? Terry kind of warned you that we'll do some games. Did you have any idea of those games that was gonna go? No, those are Carrie. Yeah, everybody thinks I'm the bad one.
Yeah,
it is Carrie when she gets you.
It's still you. Yeah, it's still the same thing. I expect you to throw weenies at me.
Yeah. We had to show the ladies how it was done. We almost got weenies in each other's mouth. They were hot dogs,
really
people. It was pretty good. Yeah, I think I might have chipped a tooth on your wiener. So, never thought I'd say that today.
Well,
but yeah, I am totally blown away. What going on? They took a bunch of pictures that will be online. What is going on back there? It's half the Jag Ferrari thing. Is that all handmade?
Yeah, everything except for the cowl on that car is handmade.
Okay.
The cowl, the inner door skins, and some of the rocker. Other than that, Justin Moon, who's been with me for I think almost 10 years at this point.
I've heard good things about
everything else.
Kind of a metal wizard, isn't he?
Yeah, he's made everything else.
He's kind of a young guy to be that good at it, really, isn't
he? No, we're about this. Well, I'm about 2 years younger than he is.
But what is the power plant in that? I couldn't see through the openings.
It's a V12. It's a Jag motor.
Oh, okay.
It is a Jag motor. So the chassis is still Jag.
Very cool.
But the guy who owns it wanted to kind of Ferrari inspire it.
Yeah.
So
it's working. It's really cool.
So he pretty much changed every single thing.
What's the plan with that? I know you hate doing podcasts. You have been on our friends, the Roadster Shop, and you tried getting out of it the whole time. So you kept him there. You must have had him strapped down or something. I would love to get you guys on me and Carrie's podcast. We do it super chill. So where is that going to? Is that going to go like to Concours events and stuff like that?
Yeah, he wants to do stuff like that. He wants to do Pebble Beach junk and all that kind of stuff.
I have one that
which is very different from what. It's not what I do.
If guys like us show up at Pebble Beach, they're going to think we're there just to mow the yard, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the groundskeeper are here. Yeah.
No, we do.
Yeah.
But you know what I will say? The one thing about that car that I think is funny is that I don't know much about that style of car. Right? So the guy comes in and shows me things, or shows Moon. He talks to Moon a good bit, shows him things, and then they kind of decide what they want to do or what it is. And I don't really know what is or isn't cool about it because it's not what I do.
I think that's better. Because then you don't have the blinders on. It's like, oh, we can't do this because we're going to make these guys mad or these guys mad. We're just going to build something.
Well, sure, and it can't just be my style. It's different. So, like, they have ideas and stuff, and they'll do something here or there where I'll go, I don't like the way that looks. Like, we got to make this round or make it. Regardless, this needs to be this way. Yeah. They go, oh, okay, it does look cool. But as far as, like the nose, the way they change the fenders, the way they change the hood, all that stuff is Ferrari stuff that I've never seen before. Mm-hmm. I don't pay attention to any of those things. That's not really what I follow. Yeah. I like them, but I don't. But it's not what I do. Yeah. So it's nice to have that guy, and that customer is super involved, which is really cool. And he comes here every Friday.
You can't do this without those guys.
Of course, he comes in every Friday and changes things, looks at it, does the stuff. And
he's a local guy.
Yes, he is a local guy, which is nice. So he has designed pretty much every aspect of that car. I just changed things here or there that I think would look better, but. Overall, it's all him and Moon as far as styling goes.
Cool. How big is your facility here?
19.
19,000 square feet. Yeah. This is a big shop. I always knew it was big, but it's like twice the size that I thought. I got 8,000 just for me, and that's full of stuff. But this is impressive.
You're good. See you, Tanner.
You get a government check for that one? You should fill out that paperwork.
It's a good one. Yeah. He's very talented, by the way.
We didn't really warn anybody that we were filming here. It's just a camera and microphones on us.
It just looks like we're sitting in a really weird
house. It does. It's like, why are they sitting so close?
You're just like,
Tim's old, he can't hear well.
We should definitely get Moon in here. Yeah. You think I'm awkward?
Moon, come here.
Let's get him a chair.
Have a seat.
Sit down.
So you don't know, but that camera is rolling because we know how much you love it, and the microphones are right here. So you're the metal wizard here at the shop.
Something like that,
yeah. And
I say Moon, this is Moon.
Doing that Jag Ferrari thing back there we were just talking about.
Yeah.
How long you been shaping metal?
I don't know. When did you show me how to shape metal? Like 10 years ago?
14 years ago? 10 years at this point.
Yeah. How old are you now?
37.
And you've been doing pretty much all of the metal work that's around here and most on that car?
It's
majority of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that, but like,
so I'm just going to throw something out. Pretend these people aren't here. as soon as you get back from SEMA, are you getting to go to Vegas?
Yeah, of course.
So when you get back on that car, ask for a raise.
Dude, he takes such good care of me. That's
yeah.
I'm definitely taken care of here.
Yeah, I've heard good things about you. I've met you before.
Yeah, of course.
So we kind of surprised you with the camera was rolling here.
Surprised all of us.
Grab Moon.
Not just him,
So-
but yes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What do you like to work on the most other than just metal? Do you have you a motorcycle guy? Like if you were at home in your garage with somebody, what are you going to build for your something that you want to have? Is it a chopper? Is it a go-kart? Is it a lifted truck? Is it a mini truck? What is it?
Yeah, I got a few motorcycles, obviously.
Mhm.
I do a lot of machining and welding as far as like fixing things go. Just tinkering.
You don't even have a hot rod for yourself?
Dude, no.
Kind of over it after the day, aren't you? A lot of guys are like,
needs to have one though.
It's hard to have like a hot rod for yourself.
Who's the little roadster up there on the back?
The one on the top of the
Yeah.
bathroom?
Kevin. That's been up there.
I noticed it after like 2 hours being here. It's like,
It's been up there
there's
for how
just too
long?
much to look at here.
Yeah.
Probably been 8 years. It's been up there, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're a
That's-
bike guy. But you need a
Yeah,
That's bike-ish. That's a full-wheeled bike right there, kind
That's
of.
actually a good point. But that car was started when it was just me and you.
We made that frame.
It
Back
was
when we
just
thought it
me
was
and him.
smarter to make a frame than try and...
Then to buy roaster shop ones.
You worked at the other shop? That he
No, you
notoriously
started
would
here,
stand
technically.
and shower all by himself? I'm
No.
never going to let him live that down.
No, that was really more in the RV. I mean, hell, we've been here for what?
This is the majority.
At least
I only
14, 15 years?
Yeah, I've only done probably, it was only 3 or 4 years maybe at those 2 buildings. I had 2 before this one.
Okay.
But we didn't really do anything until he showed up. Once me and him got together, we started actually building things. So once me and him got together, we built Mr. Paris Tea Bucket,
Mm-hmm.
and then actually
Up there on the wall.
actually did something. But before that, we were just kind of working on
I don't know if
whatever
you
was
debuted
around.
it there, but I remember the summer that
Columbus.
Carrie's Corvair was fresh. You were also at
I'm trying to remember where
The-
I saw her before they were at first.
the Pigeon Forge show.
The
the Courtney. She got invited to bring in the Courtney Hansen,
I forgot
whatever.
about that show.
Yeah.
Two cars.
That's like the first time I really talked to you. I think
Really?
we met in passing, but we visited and hung out a little bit that week.
It was just me, you, Mr.
It was like
Paris.
12 years ago. Because that was her car's been done 12 years
The
ago.
hotel and TV didn't work.
12 years.
Remember
The
that?
Huh?
hotel and
And
TV
the
didn't
crazy
work.
It didn't work.
years how
Yeah.
fast all of it.
Yeah.
No, we debuted in Columbus. We debuted in Columbus, and then we took it to whatever we could take it to at that point,
Yeah.
you know? It was the only car we had at that
so
time.
Yes, it's been about 15 years then, I guess.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
She said, he
That's
just
been
said
12 since
12?
we took
Oh,
it to
wow.
SEMA.
Dang.
We're getting old, dude.
Yeah.
My buddy
Scary
Zane
thought,
says
you
we're in
don't
our
do that.
third quarter. I don't like hearing that.
Just don't think
I got
that.
more stuff to build.
Yeah. That's
Tell
a long
yourself
time.
you're not going to die, you know?
When you get my age, you like, am I making it till Friday? You just
Don't
don't
say
know
that.
at this time. You just don't
How old
know.
are you?
I'm 54.
God damn.
Young.
You didn't really
You're,
have to
fucking, you're
say
Josh
that.
Henning age.
I think I'm
Yeah,
older
he
than
is.
Josh.
Is that what you said?
That's
And
possible?
I think I'm a year older than Josh, maybe.
God.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I'm all natural. I don't take HGH like he does. So, I mean, he's
No,
got to
that's
be,
tanning.
right? He's got to be taking that.
No,
I haven't recently.
Listen.
She does have a tanning bed.
No, he just doesn't leave the gym. Dude, Josh just stays.
I have so many questions for him when he says he wants to look good naked.
I told him there's a
The
strip out
crew's
there.
leaving, yeah. So, well, we want to thank the guys here and the gals at Vini's Hot Rods. It's awesome. See, now I know where you're at whenever I get to Birmingham. We didn't have time. We wanted to go to the zoo. So some weekend we're going to come down to the zoo
You
and we'll
gotta go
stop
to the
by
zoo,
and
yeah.
see you. Huh?
You ain't got to go to the fucking zoo.
So you have to.
They have giraffes. I love giraffes. We've
Okay.
seen them from the road.
Also, you can't
So,
see them.
They don't
yeah.
feed
Yes,
'em.
which is weird.
Yeah, I love.
We actually took my daughter to feed them Sunday.
Yeah. We were going to go yesterday and we had to chase some car troubles. I've got my truck and trailer kind of being chase rigged for
Yeah.
the week. So my phone is going off. That means I need to I missed checking into my flight.
Wait,
Just checking
when
in about
are you
I'm
leaving?
flying out of Birmingham Saturday morning to go to Utah to help a shop on
It's Thursday.
life.
Yeah.
I got it.
He set his own alarm. This is how great Tim is. with
Oh, I'm
technology.
totally off a day and off on AM PM.
Tomorrow
It's for
morning.
tomorrow. You really did that. If that alarm for that time.
She
tomorrow.
doesn't teach me
Jesus
anything.
Christ. dude.
She doesn't
You
teach me
immediately knew.
anything.
Yes.
How wrong he was.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, even though I was like, hey, you're not leaving until.
It's like you said it for the wrong day and the wrong time.
I wear slip-on shoes because she never taught me how to tie mine.
Are you gonna close this out?
Yeah, we want to thank
Oh, shit, I'm
Eden,
back.
Moon. We want to
We're
thank
happy to have y'all.
Eden, Moon, and Vinny. They're going to be a guest someday on our whole Strange Motion Way podcast.
Oh, let's do that together.
Yeah. And we want to thank you guys again for having it. It was awesome. Thank you for letting us throw some wieners around your shop tonight.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
You're so welcome.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Sling your wiener anytime you want.
Okay, here we are at the last stop for FM3 Road Trip, Cars and Cones Trip 2025 at Goolsby Customs. We've been here before quite a few years ago, so thanks for having us come back.
Oh, good times.
We're with Jonathan Goolsby here, a alumni for the Strange Motion Way podcast. We've had you on.
Oh, yeah, definitely good times there, too. Yeah.
So this is the first time we've done the final here, and the auction is crazy, isn't it?
It's insane. I'm so glad that we was able to do the auction here because I got to experience it, spend a lot of money.
Somebody bought this jacket for you.
Here.
Listen to that.
Yeah, let's get the snap.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
totally. We just decided before we started recording, it's the Dumb and Dumber on the mini bike when he pulls up.
We almost brought the mini bike in, but
But my favorite thing coming here to the shop, obviously seeing the amazing stuff that you guys do here. My favorite thing. Nowhere else do we go do you see a double-headed power hammer.
It's like an art piece back there.
Yeah,
that's the reason it's front and center like that.
I walk in, it's like,
yes, exactly.
Yeah. So a lot of cool stuff. You weren't on a SEMA crash. You're taking that truck right there beside us to
I'm
the
going to
SEMA
take
show.
this to SEMA. We're probably going to take Jenny to Scottsdale so I can have it to drive around.
Yeah, nice.
But this year, actually, SEMA Crunch isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
So it's actually a good time here. I got to enjoy this.
Because we're getting too old for that.
Man, I think we're getting smart. We're getting smart.
Because as they say, SEMA's the same time every year.
You
know that?
Yeah. Even if they put SEMA off 3 months later,
still going to be the same.
We're still going to wait till the last minute. Yep.
Yeah. Well, thanks for feeding our rowdy crew. We got an amazing group. So it's been a fun week. So thanks again for Goolsby's Customs for being our wrap-up night. Thanks,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, buddy. See you, man.
Nice jacket.
The Strange Motion Way podcast, brought to you by
Royal Purple. Premium synthetic motor oils and high-performance chemicals have been designed to improve performance, provide long-term protection, and give you the confidence to push your vehicle to the limit. Royal Purple Premium Synthetic Motor Oils.
Hey welders, ready to upgrade your gear and save some serious dough in the process? The Miller Build with Blue Savings and Rebate Program has you covered. Find amazing deals and cashback rebates on a wide range of Miller products, from welders to plasma cutters and everything in between, all backed by our 3-year warranty. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Take advantage of the Miller Build with Blue program now. Visit us online or stop by your nearest Miller distributor today to start saving.